Hi guys, I'm back with you this week again. It's another Friday, but before I even start today, of course, yes, I know you're seeing some of what I have in front of me to eat, but before I start chatting with you for a bit today, let me just remind you to please click subscribe, to just subscribe to the channel. You know, I need more subscribers and viewers and so on. Click like on the video. Even if you don't like the video, you could click the thumbs down button. Even if you click the thumbs down button, I know you're watching, because that means if you click the thumbs down button, that means you don't like it. And that's fine with me. You could watch something and don't like it, but once you keep watching and so on. How's everybody doing? Fine? Good, great. I hope you're doing fine. If you're not doing fine, that's all right. You'll get better. It will get better. I promise you that. So, it's okay if you're not doing fine. All right, so today I came on because I wanted to share with you what in our house we like to call Clean Eat Fridays. It stemmed from my mom years ago. She doesn't call it Clean Eat Fridays. I dubbed it Clean Eat Fridays. The tradition is on Fridays from 6 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon, you fast, but a meat fast. I mean, for those of you who've known me for years know I'm tiny, so I can't really completely fast, not eating. Well, I shouldn't say I can't, I choose not to, because I'm a foodie, I like my food. But getting back to the Clean Eat Friday, so what we do, on Fridays from 6 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon, we don't consume any meat, no meat at all, and we don't consume alcohol. I stopped doing it a few years ago. You get caught up in work life and so many other things that are happening, and you forget all of these things. For us, it's a part of our family. Like I said, it was created by my mom. So I wanted to share with you today's Clean Eat Friday. Maybe depending on what I'm eating next week, I'll share it again. But today it's just simple macaroni and cheese. Yes, the macaroni and cheese in the box. Some of you may say, but Malike, you gotta use milk for that, so it's not clean. It is clean because there's no meat in here. There's some salad, there's cucumber, a few slices of cucumber, and a few slices of tomatoes. So when I'm done talking to you, I'll be digging into this. For me, I like to eat my salad with salad dressing. I'm turning it this way because I'm trying not to give the manufacturers and the brand a plug. No free plugs on this channel. You want a plug, you pay for it. So yeah. But yeah. So basically, welcome to Clean Eat Fridays. It helps to also purge the system and remind you that it's important every now and again to make sacrifices. We would not be here if it wasn't for the sacrifices of many, and of course the sacrifices of the superior being. All of you would not necessarily agree with this, because as I always say, that I understand and I accept some people are not religious, some people don't believe in God, whatever it is that you believe in. But for me, I'm a Christian. We're Catholic Christians in this house, and well, with the exception of my husband. My mom and I are Catholic Christians. My brother grew up the same way, even though he doesn't live with us. So we believe in certain things, especially when it comes to sacrificing. And when you make these sacrifices, because apart from Clean Eat Fridays, we try to have a solemn and a little quieter than normal. As I said, life has evolved, life has changed, time has changed. People have lost their values and their cultural practices and so on because of globalization and modernization. People have to keep on the going. So I am always grateful for these little things, that again, we're reminded of sacrifices. And when you continue to do these things, to carry on these traditions and these different cultures, you don't lose yourself. Even if you do lose yourself for a bit, like I said, I stopped doing it for quite some time, but I returned to it maybe about 2 years ago. You will always go back to it because it has become a part of you. So yeah, this is Clean Eat Fridays. I'm working on something. It is, for some of you, it is not a new project. It is sort of the resuscitation of a project that I was working on at the end of 2019, but I took a break. I told you all to focus on my wedding, on planning my wedding. So I am ready to return to that project, and it really and truly is only fitting that I return to that project, because I have not been regularly employed for a number of months now. Of course, those of you, these days I try to stay away from the political banter because I believe that there's so many things happening in the world, good things and bad things, that we tend to let the politics of it all consume us. And I was listening to one of our public figures earlier today, and somebody asked her a question about COVID and the way one organization or institution chose to handle COVID as against one that is now handling it. And her response to it is, and I think it was a perfect response, she said, you know what? I think we need to take politics out of COVID, because COVID doesn't concern which political organization or party or whatever it is. It doesn't even care about your religion. So I think that we need to get to a point whereby we begin to focus on other things. You know, focus on other things, things that will build, things that will uplift, and so on. I digressed. I lost train of thought. But basically, I was telling you about the project. Yes, for months now, I have not been regularly employed. So I think this is time to bring back the project. I'm not going to fully say what it is as yet, because I am still waiting on an investor or two, and you know how it goes with investors. So I'm not going to tell you specifically what it is yet, but just know that something is coming. I've been basically down and out for a couple of months, and, you know, not feeling inspired and all of that, but the inspiration is coming back. God has been working on me. And then too, it's good to take a break sometimes and just watch the train go. Watch it go, come off at a stop and watch it go, and then wait for the, you know, another train or other trains, and, you know, you get back on. Bottom line is, once you don't stay down or you don't stay off of the train for life, you will be good. So that is what is happening. I mean, a lot's happening in Guyana here, a lot's happening around the world. Good things and bad things, but I just want to urge you not to try to not let the bad things get you down. A lot of it is social media. Social media sometimes consume us, and it sucks us, and it's, you know, at one time it would give you a false perception about what life really is, or I should say what life should be, and another time the truth and the reality on social media is so brutal that it could really take you down a notch. Again, I'm urging you to not let that happen. I also want to share something with you. And this is for those of you who follow me on Facebook, would have a sense of what I'm talking about. Do not be afraid to evolve. Do not be afraid to become a different person. People will judge you for it. Don't be afraid to change. You could have been one way 3 or 4 years ago, and now you're a different way. You could have, for whatever reason, you probably were once really aggressive and forceful and involved in anything, and now you've decided to take it a notch down and you calm down. I think that's where I'm at. I got criticized for it. I heard sentiments, oh, I'm now afraid of this person, I'm now afraid of this institution, I'm afraid to talk, I'm a chicken, I'm now all of a sudden into turning the other cheek. Well, turning the other cheek, that's a bit much. I am not Jesus Christ, even though most of us try to be like him. I am nowhere near him. So the turning a bit cheek comment is a bit much. Of course, if you're hearing a background noise, because I know I had some persons message me last week and they said at a certain point my audio went really low. If you're hearing that the audio is dropping right now, I'm recording from Echoes, and based on flying direction, the Ogle Airport is not far. Well, it's not Ogle, sorry. It's the Eugene F. Carey Airport is not far away, so you hear the planes flying over. But back to what I was saying. I was saying don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to evolve. It's called growth. Some people may not understand it and they will always criticize you for it, but it's called growth. You and only you know your situation and why you have taken a certain decision or certain decisions to not do the things that you used to do, or to begin doing the things that you would not have done in the past. So I just want to advise you, do not be afraid to change. Do not be afraid to evolve. Maybe things that would have been at stake years ago are no longer at stake, so you now have a more sense of freedom to let loose and to say as you do and to battle as you wish. Or maybe you are now in a position where more is at stake. You're not as young as you used to be, so now you have to become more responsible, because you know your life is not yours alone. You're living for other people. You have other things that you got to get done. So you in a sense have, you know, pulled into a corner because, again, you can no longer be as free as you used to be. And that is okay. It is called life and it's called living. If you got up in 2000, in the year 2000, and I mean, 2000 might be taking it a bit too far. All right, let's come to 2000, I don't know, let's come to 2010. If you got up in the year 2010, and this is 2021, and now you're doing the same things that you did in 2010, trust and believe, you have not grown. You are not growing. You have not changed. And that's why I'm saying, do not be afraid to change. Do not be afraid to grow. Do not be afraid to start doing the things that you didn't do then, and do not be afraid to stop doing the things that you did back then. You have to know it's all about you. I also like to remind people, and I had to learn this the hard way, choose your battles, especially in the era of social media, and you know, everything is about a confrontation, a fight, and a brawl, and whether it be verbal or physical. But choose your battles. If you realize that, all right, what am I to gain if I go down this road? Nothing. Don't do it. If it can give you high blood pressure and stress you out, don't do it. And if you know, that is the thing with some of us though. We know. You know when something will give you high blood pressure or when something will stress you out. Even if not literally give you high blood pressure, because I know high blood pressure is something that's very prevalent in every society, in every country. So I'm not using that lightly, mind you. I'm not saying high blood pressure as to trivialize it or anything like that, but I'm just using it as an example. If you know that, look, this confrontation will stress me out and make me think about this and that and make me have sleepless nights, don't do it. So again, don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to grow. I did say I'm not going to be long because I'm very hungry as I speak to you. By the way, I should give did I give my mother, even though I told you that the Eat Clean Fridays is my mom's idea from years ago. I'm not sure if I gave her the credit for this. Yes, she did this, the macaroni and cheese and the salad and so on. I cook and I eat to save my life. I'm not really the cook girl. Some of you might be wondering if this is the only thing I eat for the day. No, actually, after 6 I can eat meat. In my case, most times at night for dinner, I have a huge bowl of popcorn. I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not. I'm really addicted to popcorn. It's one of those things that I'm addicted to, and I have to start thinking from now, you know, God's willing, it's one of those things I can probably sacrifice for the Lenten season in 2022, because it's, for me, popcorn, it is an addiction, serious addiction. I have to have that, you know, the popcorn. So maybe after 6 I'll have popcorn. I'll see whatever leftovers are in the fridge with meat, and I'll probably eat that. But yeah, this is how we do it on Fridays. Quiet Fridays, no meat Fridays. Even when I was working, when I was at the office, I would ensure that my snack that I prepare to take to work is something that is no meat. So, you know, it's one of those things that I'm forever grateful to my mom for. So, like I said, those are the things I wanted to talk to you about today. The clean eating, the not being afraid to change, and of course my new project that is coming, and I'm really excited about it. It's a start. It's putting one foot in front of the other. It's not going to be as glamorous and as fancy as I want it to be in the beginning, but it's a start. I'm excited about it. You know, as I said, I'm working on the investment for it, and it's not anything new for me, but I just don't want to say plain out. Those of you, if you think back, you will know what is it that I'm talking about. If you think and you search your memory, yeah, you'll probably know what it is I'm talking about. But I'm really very excited. This is the first thing I've been so excited about, maybe since my wedding. Yeah, I was very excited about that. And so since from February to now, this is the first thing that I've been so absolutely excited about. And I'm hoping and I'm praying. Keep me in your prayers. You can't get anywhere without prayers. Keep me in your prayers. I'm hoping and I'm praying that it is a success. And while you're keeping me in your prayers and all of that, continue to follow me. Those of you who don't follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook. And please ensure that you click the subscribe button. Like this video, unlike it. For those of you who like it, you can feel free to share it. Let me know in the comment sections things that you may want to hear me talk about while I'm still working on getting the project off the ground. Tell me about ways that you try to sacrifice and purge your system, whether it's a clean eat and no meat week, a no meat month, if you're what is it that they call it, if you're a vegetarian, if you're a vegan, let me know how you mix it up, how you get creative with your foods. What, oh, with this I'm also having a glass of also clear water. Good old H2O. So yeah, let me know how you do it. Let me know what do you usually do to, if you do stay away from meats at all, what do you substitute it with. I'd really love to hear from you, and let me know about other things you want to hear me talk about. So that is it for now. As always, thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for tuning into my channel. Share with your friends. Click like, subscribe, unlike. If you unlike, that means you watch it and you just don't like it, and that is fine with me. So I am very hungry. I'm going to go dig in, and I am going to see you on my next video. Thanks for always watching.